If chasing worked, you wouldn't be here. Come on, guys. Real talk for a second. If texting more worked, if explaining yourself harder worked, if proving your value worked, you wouldn't be watching a video called Why Pulling Back Works. And yet, here you are. Because deep down, you already know something feels off. You're doing more and getting less. They're drifting away. And today, I'm going to explain exactly why pulling back works, why chasing literally shuts down attraction in the brain, and how, most importantly, how to detach without becoming cold, manipulative, or that fake alpha weird. And yeah, this is backed by real psychology, not the TikTok, YouTube nonsense from all the gurus out there. Stay with me because in the first 2 minutes, I'm going to give you the truth that most men never hear. And at the end, I'll give you the exact step by step detachment protocol to flip the entire dynamic. Let's go, fire starters. Here's the small truth that changes everything. Attraction doesn't respond to effort. It responds to emotional regulation. Read that again. Attraction doesn't respond to effort. It responds to emotional regulation. The more emotionally regulated a person in an interaction is, the more power they hold. It's not the loudest, not the most available, not the one that cares the most. It's the one who's calm. And chasing is not calm. Chasing is your nervous system screaming, "Please don't leave me, honey." And the human brain, male or female, reads that as pressure. And pressure destroys attraction. It kills the polarity. Now let's break down why. Why does chasing fail? Look, this is science, guys. This isn't opinions. Number one, scarcity versus availability. This is all from behavioral psychology. Scarcity isn't manipulation, it's perception. Research in behavioral economics shows that humans assign higher value to things that appear, number one, limited, two, selective, three, non guaranteed. You can't be available to everyone. You can't be choosing everyone, and you can't be a guaranteed catch. You got to have some dignity, some groundedness, my dudes. When you chase, you are signaling, I am unlimited. I will always be there. You don't have to choose. And the brain goes, oh, no urgency? Well, attraction thrives on choice, not certainty. Do not be that certain prize that they know that no matter what they do, they're getting, because all of a sudden, you're no longer a prize. You're like everything else. I mean, guys, women get hit on every single day. They're told they're beautiful all the time. You've got to be more selective so you can be more selected. Number two, the nervous system mismatch, the polyvagal theory, right? Here's where men really screw this up. When you are anxious and activated and she is calm or avoidant, your nervous systems are out of sync. Your chasing puts her nervous system into one of three different things: freeze, avoid, or shut down, or all three, because no one feels desire when they feel pressured. It's not hot. Pulling back isn't about playing games, guys. It's actually about re regulating her nervous system of the interaction. It's re regulating your nervous system for that interaction so you can go in calm, grounded, confident, and sexy. All right, number three, pressure equals a loss of autonomy, right? This comes right from the self determination theory we've talked about before on Plant the Spark. Psychology 101, baby. Humans need autonomy to feel desire. Chasing removes that autonomy, right? Explaining yourself removes that autonomy. Over communicating removes that autonomy. The moment somebody feels like they're being pulled instead of choosing themselves, the attraction collapses, guys, right? You cannot be chasing her. She'll run away, right? This is why where do we stand way too early, right? You ask, where do we stand? It backfires, right? Over texting, it kills momentum. Emotional dumping repels the hell out of people, especially women, right? And so, why then does pulling back attract what we want, the eminently feminine woman? All right, let me say this clearly because this is where guys get really confused, right? Pulling back doesn't work because women like to be ignored, right? That is manosphere nonsense. That's red pill garbage, right? That's incel trash. Pulling back works because it signals something very specific to the right kind of woman, the eminently feminine woman. And she is not attracted to chaos, games, emotional withdrawal. She is attracted to agency, my guys. Agency. Now, what does that mean? The eminently feminine woman, by design, she's not hunting for validation, right? She is actually screening you for relational safety, competence, emotional sovereignty. According to the attachment theory, social exchange theory, and emotional regulation research, high caliber women are unconsciously asking one question every single time. Is this man regulated enough not to collapse when outcomes are uncertain? That's it. It's not about dominance. It's not about aloofness. It's not mystery for mystery's sake. It is regulation, emotional regulation. When you have the ability to pull back, you are showing confidence, autonomy, and groundedness. The ethically masculine man is just naturally going to be attractive. And there's science behind this. Research consistently shows that emotionally regulated individual, they are actually rated by all people as more attractive. You look hotter just by calming yourself down, my dudes. You're seen as more trustworthy, which, let's be honest, you probably are if you can regulate your emotions, right? Because you're not a little boy, right? This is simple stuff here. I mean, guys, you are seen as having higher long-term partner potential because emotional composure signals an internal locus of control. Yeah, that's right from the research of Rotter, right? Self-efficacy, the ability to do things and believe in that, right? From the research of Bandura, and secure attachment capacity. Bowlby and Ainsworth, baby. The eminently feminine woman who already operates from an intrinsic worth and active agency herself is repelled by the man whose emotional state hinges on her responses. And I mean, she feels it immediately, guys. Eminently feminine women, especially the ones who have taken my course, they see that when you chase, you're forcing her into regulation for you. But when you pull back, I mean, cleanly, right? You show you can regulate yourself. That is the attraction shift, my guys. It's beautiful, and women love that. They love to see that you are grounded and you're strong in yourself, man. You don't need her. You want her maybe. You want her maybe to be a part of your life. Guys, be more selective. Start screening a little bit. And I get it, right? If you've been alone for a long time or if you don't have a lot of luck with women, right? Well, I get it. You're lonely. You want to find someone, right? And you'll do anything to get them. But I'm here to tell you, boys, that is not the way to do it. Listen to me. Follow my program. You're going to increase your dating likelihood and your attraction ability tenfold. And guys, pulling back does not mean withholding, right? Pulling back does not, you know, mean withholding. It means this. There's this massive misconception that pulling back is, stonewalling. It's not. It is not playing dead, right? It's not disappearing to trigger the other person's anxiety. This is what actually repels the eminently feminine woman because it signals emotional instability disguised as control. Women don't want to be controlled. Now, what does attract her? Pulling back because you stay warm but not attached, right? You don't escalate when uncertainty appears. You're not a little boy that flies off the handle because she's talking to another dude. You don't outsource your nervous system to her behavior. No, that is pillar five detachment in action. And detachment is not cold, it is anchored. Be the anchor for the eminently feminine woman. Now, why does the eminently feminine woman respond differently than other women? I mean, here's where it clicks, right? An eminently feminine woman operates from these things. One, autonomy, baby, competence, and relatedness, softness without boundaries, right? So when a man pulls back without resentment, she doesn't feel punished. She feels relieved because now she's not responsible for stabilizing his sorry ass, right? Quit being little boys. Be men, ethically masculine men. This creates psychological and emotional safety for her. She starts to respect you more, my guys. I mean, who can't respect someone who has the ability to say, I don't need you. I want you in my life, but look, when you start to lose your crap, I'm pulling back. Guys, this makes her curious, right? Not because she's chasing necessarily, but because the relational field just became more balanced. There's not this weird power dynamic, right? Where she feels like you're trying to control her all the time, control her emotions. You just step back, giving her some space and working on your game, working on your life. Come on now. Now here's the attraction loop, and this is the magic, dudes. And honestly, most dudes, especially guys that don't watch Plant the Spark, they'll never see this. So here's the loop. You stop chasing, your nervous system settles. Your presence becomes calmer, slower, more grounded. She experiences emotional ease around you, right? Emotional ease converts into attraction. She doesn't want intensity off the bat, my guys. She wants stability she can relax into. And this doesn't mean you are a submissive, oh, everything you want, honey. You are a strong, grounded man. You are confident. So if you're pulling back, hoping she panics, you're still chasing. You're just doing it in a hoodie, my guys. If you're pulling back because your life, mission, and worth are already full, now you're speaking the language of ethical masculinity and eminent femininity. And those women are going to love you for it. You are going to be so hot, baby. And this is why the step-by-step pullback process I'm about to give you works so beautifully. Not because it manipulates her, but because it re-anchors you, my guys. It re-anchors you. And when a man is anchored, the right woman doesn't need convincing, my dudes. Fire starters, she feels that garbage. Come on now. She feels the passion. She feels that spark. Come on, guys. You don't lose attraction because you're not good enough. You lose attraction because you overstay your emotional welcome. You're not leading, you're hovering. And hovering is not masculine, guys. So, why do we pull back? Why does it work? Right. Pulling back works for three psychological reasons. Number one, it restores polarity, right? The two poles, right? Calm versus emotion, reactive, grounded, centered, needy. Polarity creates attraction. Number two, right? It forces reality back into the picture, right? Pulling back removes fantasy. If they're interested, they lean in. If they're not, you get clarity, guys. These are both wins, and you have got to remember that. There is not one woman out there for you. That soulmate garbage is garbage. There are probably a million soulmates out there for you. You just have to find her. Win by getting clarity. Number three, it reclaims self respect. The most attractive signal you can send is I don't abandon myself to keep someone. That hits on a primal level. That is sexy. Okay, let's clear a few things up. Detachment is not being cold, right? Detachment is not ghosting. Detachment is not pretending you don't care. That's pathetic. Detachment is outcome independence. You still invite, you still lead, you still express interest. We're not talking no contact here. You just stop micromanaging the outcome, right? I mean, that's what emotional adulthood is all about, right? Guys, be an adult. It's much more sexy than being a little immature boy that doesn't understand women. We're going right now into the big reveal, right? The ethically masculine detachment protocol. Come on, man. You know I always give this crap to you guys. I always give you the good stuff because, again, here at Plant the Spark, I want to see ethically masculine men in the world making a better dating environment for everyone. Now, step one, right? Name the anxious thought. Something like, they're pulling away. They're losing interest. I'm about to lose them, right? Awareness starts the process of regulating your brain, and you want a calm, regulated brain, right? Number two, step two, I want you to challenge the story. This is straight out of CBT. Ask, what evidence do I actually have? What are neutral explanations that I might give instead? Am I trying to mind read, right? Don't argue emotions. You ground them. Step three, redirect to autonomy. Say internally, I'm going back to my life. And then you actually do it. Guys, hit that gym, go to work, hang with the friends. But most importantly, whatever your mission is, get back to it because a man with a mission is sexy, right? He seems like he just doesn't care, but he does. He's just detached from the outcome. He's working on his stuff because he is grounded in his own competence and autonomy. Four, you need to behaviorally disengage. No checking, no double texting, no emotional fishing. Just let your silence do the work. Let your silence do the talking for you guys. You don't need to be that needy, clingy little nerd that pushes her away, right? Be a man. Step five, re engage from calm. So when you do re engage her, make your efforts clear, make them grounded, non demanding. You might say something like, let's grab coffee Thursday at 6, right? You lead. You're just stating what we're doing. You don't plead. Now, if she says she can't, right? That's okay. You respond with warmth, but closure, finality. All right, guys. What are some of the practical fire starter rules? Attraction grows in space, not pressure. Not pressure. Calm beats charisma every single time. Although charisma is pretty nice, let's be honest. Like playfulness, these types of things are hot. Detachment is self-respect in motion. It's self-respect in motion, guys. And if pulling back scares you, it's because you're attached. And that's the work, guys. That's the work, right? Next episode, we're going to get down to why women always seem to be attracted to the bad boys. You've got a good job, got a mission, right? You've got a sexy body or whatever, right? But for some reason, you just cannot land the girl. Next episode, I'm going to tell you exactly why the women choose bad boys. And guys, the secret is they're not really bad boys. They're just very confident, detached, autonomous, and emotionally regulated for themselves. Guys, if you want to learn how to be a more ethically masculine man, ladies, if you want to learn the blueprint for eminent femininity, if you want to stop riding the emotional roller coaster of dating and attraction, hit that subscribe, grab the manuals, The link's in the bio. Fire starters, we don't chase, we center. Remember that.